Hey, good morning. Well, it's Sunday morning. Usually I'd be getting ready for church, but because of coronavirus, I'm not. You know, if I was forced to pick what my favorite book is in the New Testament, I think it would be Ephesians. I mean, there's so much in it, and when you look in chapter one, you see that part that we're sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise, which is given to us as a down payment of our inheritance. That's big, in my opinion. In chapter 2, you see the thing about there's not Greek Christians and Jewish Christians, but we're all built together for a habitation of God. Chapter 4, we see about, that I think is huge, about how Christians grow to spiritual maturity and, uh, and God's role in that. But what I want to talk about this morning is found in Ephesians chapter 5. And that's the great comparison between Jesus Christ and the church, which is described as a marriage, the church being the bride of Jesus, but also the relationship between the husband and the wife. Usually when there's a comparison made, it's so that you can learn uh, from both things. And we see in there that the church as the bride of Christ is to be in subjection to Jesus Christ. We also see, and this is kind of hard for some people to swallow, that the wife is supposed to be in subjection to her husband. Now, the role of Jesus Christ is he loved his wife. He loved the church. Husband's supposed to love his wife also. So how did Jesus love the church? Well, remember this, that before they became in a relationship, she was dirty and she was filthy. But he sacrificed himself, that's the love, and shed his blood, which could clean her up and make her pure and white and a worthy bride for him. It's pretty important. I think we all understand that. But what we may not understand is the husband has to do the same thing for his wife. Um, and that is, in his love for her, those aren't just words, right? She's got to be able to see that in his actions, his sacrificial actions. We're in a marriage relationship where the husband is always consistently putting himself first, then that's not really love. It's got to be some level of sacrifice in it. Just as Jesus prepared the church to be pure, the husband has a role in how his wife turns out too. You can imagine then if a husband always acted selfishly and always put her needs second, how she might turn out. So I guess what I'm saying is the husband and his love has a shaping effect upon his wife. Maybe that husband wakes up one day and said, I don't really love this woman anymore. I don't like her. Well, if he's not been showing sacrificial love, that may be partly his fault. Now, there's other things involved. I understand that. This is just a general truism. I mean, infidelity and alcoholism and mental illness, those are all factors. But in general, if a wife subjects herself to her husband and a husband loves his wife, sacrificial love, then you add in a little time to it. And what's said at the end of chapter 5 is the two shall become one flesh. Certainly, becoming one flesh, that can happen physically in the sexual relationship, but that's not what this is talking about. Given the course of time, when husbands are investing love and wives are investing subjection, then it becomes a beautiful relationship. Julie and I have been married 47 years, 1 week out of high school. And I go back and look at those pictures and I think, what did those two know? Well, not a whole lot, but what we did know was that we were going to commit ourselves to each other and realize that we both would make mistakes, but have confidence in God that if we would do the things that we needed to do, that everything would be okay. And that's, I think, the attitude of faithful people. I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a wonderful and a blessed day. Thank you.